In this session, we are going to look at the differences between animals and plants. We know that animals and plants are two different divisions of living things, but all of them are living things. We want to look at those characteristics that make them different. One of the difference that we are going to look at is growth. Growth in plants is distributed or is concentrated at particular spots at the tip of the stem and the tip of the roots. Whereas if you look at animals, you'll find that growth takes place in all parts of the body. So that is the difference, one of the differences between animals and plant. In animals, growth takes place in all parts of the body. Whereas in plants, growth takes place at particular points at the tip of the stem and at the roots. Now, another difference is the presence of the cell wall. Cells of plants have a cell wall, whereas the cells of animals lack a cell wall. And inside the cells of plants, there is a large vacuole which is lacking in the animal cells. Now, if you look at the mode of feeding, you find that plants have the ability to manufacture their own food from photosynthesis and carbon dioxide, at the same time using sunlight. Whereas if you look at the animals lack this ability of making their own food, meaning that they depend on already manufactured foods, which is coming from the plants. Now, when it comes to the way of responding to the environment, animals respond faster. If there is any change in the environment, animals will respond fast. Whereas in plants, the response is very slow. Take an example. A plant will always grow towards the direction of the sun. But if a plant is put in the dark room and the window is open, it will take time for the plant to respond to the change of light, to grow towards the window. Whereas if you look at the animal, if there is darkness in a room, the animal responds fast. In seconds, it has already moved away from darkness. So those are some of the differences between animals and plants. Animals do not make their own food. Therefore, that means that they do not have chlorophyll. Whereas plants make their own food, meaning that they have chlorophyll. So we have looked at the differences between animals and plants, and we have said that when it comes to responding to the change in the environment, the animals respond faster than the plants. And when it comes to growth, animals, growth is distributed to all parts of the body. Whereas in plants, it is limited at particular spots, which are the roots and the stems. And when it comes to the growth, the mode of feeding, and we have seen that plants produce their own food, whereas animals are not able to produce their own food. Plants have a cell wall, animals lack cell wall. There is a virtue in the plant cell, and it lacks in the animal cells. Animal cells lack chlorophyll, and plant cells have chlorophyll. So, next time when we come back, we shall look at the reason of putting organisms in particular classes. Why should we separate animals from plants, yet all of them are living things? Thank you.